So we got to circle all the way back to February 10th, which is a Saturday, and at least here, around here, it was actually pretty mild that day. I think it was around the 45, 50 degree weather. So I reached for a springtime perfume. I wore Gucci Bloom Nettare di Fiori. It is a very perfumey white floral, so it's pretty strong on the jasmine. It smells like perfume, but then it also has a little bit of like the tiniest hint of spice because there's ginger in there, a little bit of sweetness because there's tuberose in there, and for some reason this just gives me like a very powerful, feminine but powerful vibe that commands attention. I really like it. I think it also smells the tiniest bit animalic, so in like super hot weather it might turn a little sweaty and skunky, but for me, I just really like this one. Sunday was Gucci Guilty Elixir, the purple bottle. I only have a teeny weeny sample. I wore it to teach because I teach on Sundays, and I noticed it was really fruity, a little bit grapey. It did actually smell a little bit like how the bottle looks, that bright purple color. It's supposed to have a bit of vanilla, but to me it just smelled really tart and really purple, and that's because it has a lot of citrus and it has violet and wisteria and rose, so to me that is just a very blue, purple, pink profile. I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. Monday, February 12th, again, we had pretty mild weather. It wasn't super cold, it wasn't below freezing, so I granted myself permission to dip into my springtime fragrance quadrant. And I have a tiny little sample of Valentino Voce Viva. I have been wanting a full bottle of that for quite a while, and if you're looking closely in the background, you can see I have one now, and we'll get to that later. I have always liked that one. A lot of people complain it doesn't last, or that it's not unique, or that it's boring, whatever, but I've always really liked that one. It does start out citrusy, and I'm not the big citrus fan, but you know, the citrus doesn't last terribly long. It's kind of sweet, kind of soft, spicy to me. I really like the woody vanilla. I really like the ginger. How I got a full bottle, we'll get to that later. Tuesday, February 13th, I had to teach, and as you know, when I teach, I go for the cheap gourmands, so I wore Elie Saab Girl of Now. I just sprish, really sweet, really orange blossom, really nutty. One of my go-to easy, everyday, cold weather gourmands. If you like sweet, nutty, floral, can't go wrong. Wednesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. We did not go out. We didn't have Valentine's Day plans. I actually used that day to clean and tidy up the house before leaving for vacation because we left really early to go to the airport on Thursday the 15th. So Wednesday the 14th, I was just kind of home by myself, puttering around by myself, and I wore a little bit of Giorgio Armani Si Fiori. I have a nearly full bottle, which I know is a big deal because it's been discontinued and everybody's freaking out like, oh my god, where do I get Si Fiori now? This takes time before I like it. To me, it has always opened smelling a little bit sunblocky, like a little bit powdery. I don't know, and there's really nothing in there that would make it smell sunblocky. Maybe it's the neroli. Sometimes I smell neroli and I think I'm smelling some kind of like cleaner or something astringent or something a little bit chemical-y. Maybe there's, because there's neroli in here, but I do really enjoy the dry down. It's sweet, it's fluffy, it's woody, it's pretty cozy. I don't know when or how or why I got a full-size bottle, and this was years ago. That might be one of my first big bottle purchases, and I don't know why. It was before I really developed any real, preferences or taste. But it's supposedly a really good one, really popular one. Don't take my word for it, just look it up on Fragrantica. Everybody is so devastated that it's discontinued now. The morning that we left for our flight, I sprayed the littlest bit of Goldfield and Banks Southern Bloom on my shirt because I wanted, just a different, unique smell, but not something super strong because I knew I'd be sitting next to a stranger on the airplane. And while I don't think I choked anybody out, it was right under my nose the whole time. And maybe like wearing a fragrance on the airplane is just a mistake because they say that your sense of smell and your sense of taste changes a little bit when you're on the airplane. I was not liking it while I was sitting on the airplane smelling myself. It was getting a little bit like cough medicine-y to me. It was giving me like cherry cough drop. Like there's something spicy and peppery in there. And I do smell it a little bit now, but I also feel like this is something that really should be worn in warmer weather. It's voted as a springtime, but I feel like it needs to be like a hot springtime. It was not hot springtime weather on the airplane. It was just like medium cool. I feel like this one needs heat to like spread out and sparkle a little bit. And I was not smelling that when I was sitting on the plane. The next day, my mother-in-law gifted me that Valentino Voce Viva. It was like a travel set. It was the bottle and a little travel spray. So I do have the little travel spray right here too. I wore this almost every day. I already made like a dent in this bottle because I love it so much. I was spraying it every day. So there are some days coming up that I don't have any new women's fragrances to test or sample to tell you about, but my husband did try some samples. In this little lineup of samples, I do have some men's fragrances, and even though my husband really doesn't like to wear perfume, I brought them anyway, and I sprayed them on him, and I made him try them. So the next few days are not going to be in any particular order. It might be more than one on a single day, something he wore, something I wore, but I just want to quickly go over the men's fragrances that I made him wear. Just assume that the next fragrances I talk about cover February 17th all the way up till the day we leave, Saturday, February 24th. So this is a whole week of fragrances in no particular order, all mishmashed. Here we go. I had a little sample of Prada Luna Rossa Ocean for Men. Made my husband wear it. I thought he would dislike this one because it's very musky. He is usually not a fan of musk, but he tolerated it. He said it was okay. And that is saying something considering that he hates musk, he hates fragrance. I think the fact that there was a little bit of suede, lavender, and caramel to sweeten it up helped. I really do think that helped, because if it was just straight on musk, straight on vetiver, straight on pepper, he probably would not have liked it. Then I made him wear Armani Acqua di Gio, and I thought he would like this one. I thought he would like it because it has a little bit of the salty marine. I thought he would like it because it has sage, rosemary, very herbal. He tends to like rosemary in food, so I was like, why wouldn't you like to smell like it? And he said, nah, smells too spicy, it smells too strong. He said, I feel like I'm about to go to a club. Like, some man that sprays a very overbearing, like, spicy fragrance when they're going to a club. And this is voted as a warm weather fragrance, and we wore it on a warm day. There's no reason for the cold weather to make it smell heavy and strong and cloying and medicinal. Like, it was a warm day. And he was still like, no, I just smell like I'm a bro at the club. Okay. I made him wear a tiny sample of Aventus Creed, of course. Every douchebag in the world loves this fragrance. I tried to tell him how popular it is, how so many men argue about how it's the best fragrance in the world, and there are certain batch codes that are, batches that are better than others, whatever. I would say, okay, his standards are high now. No, they're not. He doesn't care. He's not expecting anything to smell good. I spray it on him. He goes, I smell like my papa, his grandpa, his Italian grandpa. Creed Aventus smells like old Italian grandpa. And his mother was there, my mother-in-law, she agreed. She was like, yeah, it does kind of smell like grandpa. So interpret that as you wish. All the men out there thinking they got the best fragrance, the best batch, you smell like an Italian grandpa. Nothing wrong with that. I think there's a leather note in there that might be where it comes from, where he got the grandpa vibe. I don't know, whatever. My husband does like Mugler. He likes when I wear Mugler. He likes when I put Muglers on him. So we have alien man fusion. and he likes it, and it smells good on him. I think it's because it's soft, sweet, has a little bit of coffee, a little bit of ginger, a little bit of cinnamon. You know, he likes sweet stuff. Like, he really liked his Givenchy pie. He really liked that crumb couture, smelling like berries and stuff. So, you know what? He likes sweet stuff. So, Alien Man Fusion, probably the only one my picky husband liked. People always ask me to review men's fragrances, and I don't like wearing them on myself. I'd rather put it on a real man with real man body chemistry, but my husband hates most of them anyway. But if you want me to, like, stake a claim about a men's fragrance, I'm gonna say go Mugler. Go Mugler Alien Fusion for men. Okay, mixing it up a little bit more, I brought my Noteworthy fragrances, the 3 that were rated for warm weather, because they were just easy to pack. First one I wore was 307, Mandarin Basil Sandalwood. Good, juicy, very almost photorealistic, very fresh. I really did like wearing it despite not being a citrus fan. So if you want like a good, unique citrus, this might be the way to go for you. Do I want a full bottle? No. The next Noteworthy I wore was 144. This is a citrusy vanilla. I didn't think this would work out so well, but it was really nice. It was very fresh, unexpected. The vanilla was unexpected. I especially did not expect it to work so well on a hot day, but I was feeling a little bit like a lemon cookie, like a lemon cake. I don't know. It was just a very unexpected surprise. It was somehow a little bit creamy too, so I don't know, like, do they make lemon milkshakes? Like a creamsicle. Have you ever had a creamsicle drink or dessert? I don't know, that but lemon. Really good, really interesting. Do I want a full bottle? Yes, but I don't think it's worth the price because I probably wouldn't wear it that much. Come on, I have so many other full bottles that I have to go through. I would never be able to. I got it. Whatever. The only one out of these that I really did not like was 602, and you can't even find it on Fragrantica. Yeah, I did not like this one, and I don't know why. There was something weird, like a weird wood in there that just was not vibing with me. And if you go on the website, it lists these weird woods that I've never even heard of. They don't even exist as a note on Fragrantica. People are saying it's mature, romantic, date night, event worthy. I don't know, in the same way that my husband thought Aventus Creed made him smell like grandpa, this made me feel a little bit grandma-ish. Not in the stereotypical way people describe mature perfumes. Usually when you hear grandma fragrance, you think of things that are either really strong white floral or really strong on the aldehydes or something like that. It's not like that. It smells like old and stuffy, and then when you look on the Noteworthy website and you see the pictures attached to it, then it kind of makes sense. If that's what they're going for, then I get it, and I don't hate it as much, but that is not what I want to smell like. Doily, white hydrangeas. I don't know. It makes sense now that I see those pictures, but I still didn't like it. So the warmest day that we were there in Florida was also the day that we went to the beach. So I wore Mugler Alien Goddess. I don't like it. I never liked it. Can confirm after wearing it on a hot summer day, which is like when it seems like you're supposed to wear this to smell like a tropical coconut, whatever, can confirm, don't like it. It's not special to me. It just gives me a weird synthetic sunblock smell with like a fake coconut. I don't like it. So I can confidently give this away or share it with someone, let somebody else finish this little travel size because I don't like it. The day that we traveled back home, again, just a little bit of Valentino because I love it so much. And today, Sunday, February 25th, I had to go right back into teaching. So of course I sprayed my Valentino, but I also used a little bit, I have a little dabber vial there. Is it that one? One of those. A little dabber vial of Armani Code. I actually really like Armani Code. I think I like it because it's actually similar to Valentino Voce Viva. They both have citrus. I think they both have a little hint of spice with ginger. They both have a little bit of vanilla. I would say that Armani Code starts out sharper, more bitter, but also more juicy, less sweet. And Valentino Voce Viva is sweeter, softer, a little bit of a soft spicy. Maybe a little bit more well blended because there seems to be some kind of contrast happening when I smell Armani Code. It's very strange how my nose has changed over the years because when I started learning about fragrances and sampling everything, I hated citrus, didn't want anything to do with citrus, and now I'm really liking all of these things that have citrus in them, but I guess that's how it goes. Your preferences start to change, your nose changes, and before you know it, you have this entire collection of all the things because suddenly you like all the things and then you're broke. So that's that. Thanks for watching all my videos. I'll smell you later.